Uncle.
Okay,
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing C for the presentational aspect of pre-trim. My header board, 8 foot wide, identified by the two amber lights. Identification light, clearance light, 8 foot, and lights are not cracked, damaged, broken. The top header board, the bottom rail are intact. There's no physical damages to the header board of my trailer. As I move my attention to the side of the trailer, the top rail, the bottom rail are intact, not cracked, damaged, broken. There's no major holes, indentation. The DOT tape is clean and visible all the way down. There's no more than 3 missing rivets in any consecutive order or in a row. My landing gear is attached to my cross member. The landing gear is not cracked, damaged, or broken. All nuts and bolts are in place. Crank handle has a place of storage. 2-speed gearbox is not cracked, damaged, or leaking. The legs are properly greased. The shoes have no debris on them. All exterior lights on the front and side are amber in color. These particular lights, not cracked, damaged, or broken, are part of my 4-way turn signals, directional lights, 4-way turn signals, and parking lights. As I drop to one knee, I look at my sliding tandem, the release handles, the lock position, the locking pins. Here and here, there's 4 total, are engaged in the lock position. My air hoses are checked second. They're properly connected. The tension spring here needs to raise that up. We should have at least an 18-inch clearance from the ground. They're not ripped, break, torn, damaged, or leaking. As the air hoses enter my brake chambers, the brake chambers aren't cracked, bent, damaged, or leaking. The push rod shall remain straight. The slack adjuster shall have no more than 1 inch of free play when the brakes are released. The spinning of the S-cam item will cause the brake shoe and its all-important lining right there, no less than a 1/4 inch thick, to be pressed into a non-contaminated brake drum, no oil, grease, cracks, or welds. Okay, my tires. My tires are checked. They can be recapped, retread tires. I got plenty of butt spacing. 5 inches between the tire, 3 inches between the rim with no debris. The tires should be free and clear of gouges, rips, tears, bulges. The tires can be recapped. The tires also have a legitimate inflation rate that will match the sidewall of the tire for manufacturer's specified levels. The tires are mounted to the rim. The tire being mounted to the rim must not exhibit any signs of rips, tears, bulges, gouges, or leaks of any kind. The rims are metal. The rims are not cracked, bent, they're round, not cracked, bent, or illegally welded. The lug nuts are all present and accounted for. None of my lug nuts exhibit signs on a metal rim of rust trails or shininess. On an aluminum rim, looseness can be indicated by a white powder residue. My suspension includes the framework. It includes all mounting brackets. It includes air bellows. In this particular air ride suspension, air bellows and shock absorbers. They're both checked that neither one is cracked, damaged, or leaking. Okay, my mud flaps properly mounted, secured. All nuts and bolts in place. Should not be ripped, torn, frayed, or missing in action. My door ties need to be properly mounted, secured, and not damaged like this one is for the securement of said doors. All rear lights, marker light, need to be operational, red in color, so that I have a visual of where my back end is, specifically at night. The rear trailer will be consistent of doors, hinges, latches. Okay, all my hinges are in place. There's no missing nuts or bolts. The door latches work properly. The weather stripping is intact and not degraded, missing, or loose. Okay, a DOT bar needs to be 18 inches from the ground. Needs a clean, not a peeling, dried out, torn area of DOT visualization from stem to stern, as does the bottom of the door. All my lights on the rear, with the exception of one clear light with the license plate, must be operational. All other lights on the rear will be red in color. We have our 3 identification lights. Sometimes they're at a lower level. These 3 happen to be upstairs there. They are 8-foot minimum width, identification light, red in color, not cracked, damaged, broken, or loose, operational. The 2 outside lights have 3 functions, red in color, 4-way turn signals and parking. Lenses are good, rubber seal is good, no moisture, operational. The 2 inside lights are my true braking lights, parking and braking for only the interior lights. Interior lights, parking and braking. Okay? That's it.